I'm going to use the 1946 SouthBend lathe to cut the button, and it's quite a piece of equipment. Very precise and very strong, which is great. It can really make a nice clean cut. So I'm going to go through everything that we have to do to prepare the lathe and me to do the work. And you might enjoy a little tour of, you know, how you work a lathe. You might enjoy that. So let me bring the camera over. Well, this is the mechanism here, the belt mechanism for, you know, spinning the shaft. And then you can use this thing here to bring this thing right and left. And drill a hole in the back with this and move it or lock it. And then here, you know, by turning this, you can bring that cutting wheel where you want it, or cutter. And this one brings this whole mechanism this way and this way. This one brings it this way. And then this one brings it this way and that way. Okay, and the first step in using a lathe, and first of all, your equipment should always be immaculate. The first step is to take your little oil can here, which in this case is a little bit oily, and I just kind of wipe that oil off and come here. Now there are a lot of holes in this thing in which oil go. It goes in this hole. Okay. And you squeeze until a little bit comes out, like that. Same thing here. Come up here. That needs done. That needs done. That gets done. Okay, then this is another hole. This is a cap. Which you fill up. And fill up this cap. This lubricates all the components while you're working. And it's rather important that you do this to make sure that the machine is always running on a nice layers of oil. And so what I oftentimes do is bring that all the way over here, run this all the way over here. Then these are called the ways. And the ways, I lay fresh oil on them, like this. I rub it in with my hands so that this is now running on a wet oiled surface, which is perfectly clean. I have a little brush to do cleaning if I need it. And this can now slide, and it's slippery too. And of course, this has been oiled up too. So now the machine is oiled up. Now, these are safety glasses that also have a little bit of magnification in them, and I have a headlight. Even though I have a lot of light here, there is no such thing as too much light. And so there's a couple of other parts I need. And I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back and continuing to show the preparation. There are different cutting tools for this. I'm still missing one part. Get that. Okay. This is the other part I want. It's an adjuster. So what we're going to do, this particular one in here now is a cutoff tool. That's, you cut it off when you're done, but that's only under the last time we were working on it when we used it to cut off. And this is actually one that's custom made. That's for shaping the button. And we come in here. And now that the machine's kind of ready, we still have a little bit of prep to do here. I'll bring you over here so hopefully you can see some of this. This is the actual rod we'll cut. And so we loosen this up, and this will enable us to hopefully bring this out a little bit. It's there we go. I only need about this much exposed for this cut. So this is the stock, the aluminum stock from which the button will be cut. Then I come in here with this wheel and tighten it up. I put this in its correct position. I've tensioned the belt. Now we can start thinking about getting a little bit of electricity to the machine. So here's this. And if you're thinking, God, there seems to be an awful lot to do, I would agree with that. Okay. And so we've got this in place, but it's not locked in the right spot yet. And I kind of feel that's a little bit too much material sticking out. So I'm going to bring it in a little teeny bit. Like that. I'd rather do that. Something a little tighter. Like this. Okay, and I start the machine. I turn it on and then kick the belt manually. And that's the way it runs. Okay, now my next thing to do, I have to dress the end of this wheel so that it is perfectly flat. So I'll use this one here and tap it into a correct position. So it really should be dead center to the cut like this, and like this, and like this. What I've done just now is aligned this cutter with the piece to be cut. So let's do our little cut and see if you can see this. I think you can, not bad. So we're just going to come in like this. I'm bringing this out here like this. I'm coming this to the edge here. And I'm just going to turn this in. And it simply cuts off the material. See what I mean? And now the end of that stock is kind of flat. We'll go in for one more pass just for fun. And I just want to visually see, is it okay? It is okay. Okay, now I'm going to start another video